There we go, guys. Good morning, guys. Namaste. It's Monday. Namaste. God bless. How are all of you? Had to get my train of thought there, man. Good morning. Happy Monday to all of you. Yes, it's the middle of the friggin' night, man. That's what work is calling for right now. And a lot of you guys are going through this now. They're like, what's going on in my life? I don't have a life. I always got to work. I got to work these weird hours. But believe me, if there's something in that noggin that you're focusing on every day as far as the potentiality of what you want to create, all of this doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you're gradually getting towards that something that you've always wanted to have, be, and do in life. And I heard yesterday the most, how should we say, sad set of words from a friend of mine. I was out shopping and a friend of mine was instant messaging me. And this person said, I don't know what the future holds. Coincidentally, 22 years ago, there was a couple 100 million people were saying the same thing. You know, on this day, 22 years ago, basically the country was changed, in my view, honestly, for the better, because we had too many flaws to begin with, as far as that goes. But when September 11th happened 22 years ago, a lot of people were asking that same question. I don't know what the future holds. You know, Dr. Joe Dispenza mentioned that perfectly. To create a better future, you have to be that better future. In essence, to create it every day in your mindset. And with that mindset, you can only create from that. And you can create the most amazing way. But not in that quote. In that quote is called future. You know, when we start living in what we want every single day, in that thought, in that being every single day, you can only attract from that. And future is the noun, time that is open and that is to come. And in essence, what is going to happen. The next word, which is more powerful, that's hold. Hold is to have possession or ownership or to have at one's disposal. In other words, you have a choice to hold on to whatever you're doing every day, or you can mentally change it before it becomes a physical reality in your life. And September 11th was a perfect example of that to millions of people out there, because they didn't know what the future held for those several hours or hours of what was going on, unfolding. I remember it vividly to this day. So if you find yourself today that actually experienced that from either watching it or actually being there, you'll realize your mood is kind of down because, you're getting back the same feelings inadvertently from what happened that day. And this is amazing. This is how the mind is. It doesn't forget experiences like that. But how you see the experience is how you receive the experience in life. So if you find yourself kind of down or kind of bummed out about what's going on, you'll realize you're just thinking back to that day, and you're thinking back to an episode or an experience in your life that really hurt us. But what changed us was a simple little piece of cloth, man. And this is what hopefully helps you guys, because that night when I owned the bakery 22 years ago, I had to go into that night to make my product for the following day. I still had to do that. But what came out of all that devastation on September 11th was a basic foundation of this country. And what I'm asking you to do is to find the basic foundation of yourself, because the basic foundation of this country is that little piece of cloth, man, with a bunch of stars on it, some stripes. And basically, the minute that people got past the shock of what had happened on September 11th, they grabbed their flags. And there are literally hundreds of millions of them everywhere. And that's the basic foundation of this country. What I'm saying to you guys, find the foundation of yourself, and you'll know what the future holds. You can actually create that in thought. Whatever you're dreaming about, you're thinking about, you're persisting in that thought, you're going to create every single day. And I lost a quote. Give me a sec. Oh, there you go. No matter what your current circumstances are, if you can imagine something better for yourself, you can create it. And I left it on the floor, man, because that's where I do my work before I get up here in the little desk part. But imagine that future that you can have. What's the foundation of that future? Is it like what that person said, I don't know what the future holds? Or is whatever's happening now, and this is my work thing, whatever's happening now, that's fine, but I know what I'm going to manifest. I know what I'm going to create. I know what I'm going to bring to light in my future, because the foundation of what I am and who I am is going to manifest from that. And as a result, we're all still here. America's still here, you know. But the same thing is, you're still going to be here as well. And you got to understand that for yourself. You got to understand that you're the foundation. Your thoughts are the foundation. Your beliefs are the foundation of who you are as a person. And when you realize who you are, you realize where you're going. So if you don't know what the future holds, look at your foundation. Just like on September 11th, the first thing people grabbed was the flag. That's the foundation that made them feel better. What I'm asking you to do is grab your foundation, your love, your dream, your desires that you hold on to every day, and just keep sending that out every single day, being the best you. It might be the middle of the night for me, but to me, it doesn't deter me from doing what I love to do and being who I want to be in life. Yeah, it might be a little speed bump on the way. I might not have the most perfect hours in the world, but 10 years ago, I was at this time of the night, usually I was looking in garbage cans for food. So you guys have to understand the very foundation that you are is going to create the next step. Right now, your thought process right now is creating the next step in your life. So if you don't know what the future holds, look at what you're thinking. Look at what you're believing in. Look at what you're showing the world every day as the person you are. And you'll realize where you're going in life. And a lot of us can attest to that. My past was bad. Yeah, because that's what you thought about all the time, Meatball. That's what you kept sending out every single day. That's the whole point of America's Mentor, is to help you realize the very foundation that you are, that you hold true every day, is just remanifesting every day. And when you start gathering your desire, you start gathering who you are, you start gathering all these thoughts of who you've always wanted to be, no matter the circumstances, that's going to manifest in your life eventually. But you got to remember your foundation. Just like we did 22 years ago. We remembered, wait, Meatball, yeah, this stuff happened in our life, but we're going to grab the very foundation that our country was founded on. What are you founded on? What is your desires? What is your foundation? What is who you are that you present to the world today? What are you going to present out there as that self? What are you going to present as that person that you've always wanted to be? Because that's what you're going to manifest eventually. And if you keep doing it, you're going to keep manifesting it. And if you keep following that dream, you keep following who you are, you keep following your desires, everything you follow, you're going to catch up with, man. Because reality is awesome. It's eventually going to catch up to whatever you're thinking about and whatever you're sending out every single day. So guys, think about it for yourself. I gotta head to work, man. But remember, if you don't know what the future holds, what is your foundation of thought? What do you think about every day? You are your own self-fulfilling prophecy. And if you really grasp that, you really grasp what you hold on to in your thoughts and your experiences every day, or your dreams or desires, you know where you're going. That predominant thought of self is going to manifest into itself. And it's a great wake-up call for a lot of people who are afraid of what's going on in life with their lives or their health or this or that. If you don't know what the future holds, create it. Create it. Create your desires. Create your love. Create everything you've always wanted in your life. Watch how the universe responds. Watch how everything manifests in your life eventually. But you got to keep doing it, guys. So I got to head to work, guys. America's Mentor _ at America's Mentor on Twitter, at America's Mentor on YouTube, guys. Thank you for the Jackson views. Yeah, it's the middle of the night, but big deal, man. Big deal. If you guys got something that you're holding on to every day, this desire or this dream or this love you've always wanted to have in your life, keep doing it. That's your foundation. And you can only manifest that, but you got to keep doing it, guys. So happy Monday to you guys. I will talk to you guys soon, brother.